Hi, this is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. Today we're going to do a video review on the Shark RSR2 helmet. Got one right here. The first thing you will notice when you grab onto a Shark is very, very light. On the shipping scale, this is a size medium. This comes in at just over 3.1 pounds. This is the lightest helmet, the lightest production helmet on the market, short of perhaps the VMAR carbon fiber, which you really don't see anymore. So, that being said, this is the lightest one for sure. Aside from it being the lightest, the Shark offers a ton of great features. There's a lot of stuff that comes with this helmet that adds value to your purchase as well. Shark's not really that widely known in the US yet, and their sales aren't tremendous, and it's not because they're not good helmets, it's not because they're not quality helmets. I just don't think they've been properly promoted. I have one of these, I've ridden in it, I love it. We're going to talk about that a little more, but for right now, let's focus on some of the external features of this helmet. I'm going to give you a nice little 360 here so you can get a really good idea of what this helmet looks like from every angle. The one I have in my hand here is the RSR2 Absolute. It's, basically a solid black with some real nice graphic in it as well. It's kind of a more mellow, laid-back style. I like that. One of the first things you're going to notice with this is its visor changing system is very unique, for sure. Not only is the visor changing system unique, this is a 3mm thick F1 style visor. This is the thickest helmet visor you're probably ever going to see. It adds a bit of safety because certainly it's harder to break a visor that's that thick. Not only is it thick, but it also offers fog-free treatment. It works really well. We're up here in Michigan right now. It's December. It's pretty cold outside. Went outside in the helmet, did some heavy breathing. It did not fog. Okay, for when the conditions are more damp and moist, rainy and cold, it also has a great demisting feature that helps work in conjunction with the anti-fog treatment so the visor will not fog. Let's show you how to pop the visor off real quick. The first thing you need to do is you need to just rotate these little tangs in this direction here. You kind of see where it goes over the opening in the slot. The helmet visor has to start down. Do that. And then it's able to release. You just push in here, comes right off. This is pretty unique to the Shark. The Scorpion one's similar, a little bit different. Try and give you a good look at this visor again. So you can, I don't know if the camera is really going to be able to capture its thickness or not, but it's very thick. And then to install it, all you have to do is simply line this up here on the side. There's a big channel in the visor. Slide this over, lines that up, go over the mechanism here, push in, you're done. Turn it to the other side, same thing, push in. You got that. Rotate this back in the upward position. Back in the upward position. You'll notice the base as well. There is a little, like a brass tab here, a button, and there's a hole cut in the shield. That's a lock, so when you push it all the way down, the visor can't just pop open. I find the seal at the visor is excellent too. It seals very tight. There's no air intrusion there. That's nice. Now let's talk ventilation. This is something we'll touch on when I pull the liner out even further. Up here in the chin, we've got a chin vent that's either open or closed. On the forehead of the helmet, this vent is actually kind of spring-loaded like with a cam as well. It's either open or closed, and it's really easy to see and feel when it is open or closed. Just rotate this little wheel right here. Like I said, if you don't close it all the way, it just literally snaps back to the wide open position. When it is closed, it's closed all the way. It's not going to pop open, nothing like that. The extractor vent at the back of the helmet has a switch here, just a little slide switch. There's also an X in here to show when it's closed and to show when it's open. So you're going to know whether or not that's on or off. It's real simple. The interior of the helmet is made from DuPont Cool Max fibers. They use all high-end fabric. It's very, very comfortable. It's nice to the touch. I like it a lot. Let's talk about the shell just a little bit. This is a carbon Kevlar shell, obviously with the weight. It's ECE 2205 certified and DOT certified. There's a big argument out there, what's better, Snell, BSI, ECE 2205, and I mean, you can debate that forever. The reality is the European standards are great. There's a lot of significant testing that goes in to those standards. We feel that the ECE 2205 and the BSI may actually be just a bit of a cut above the Snell, but we'll just stop that discussion there. The helmet comes in 2 shell sizes and then 5 different EPS sizes that are all specific to each size of the helmet. Overall, the fit, I would say this is kind of an intermediate oval. It's going to fit almost everyone out there very comfortably. Now, sizing. Myself, I'm a medium in almost everything across the board. This is a medium for me as well, and it fits very comfortably. What I find is the way the helmet is set up with the padding and the EPS, it really kind of captures your head, if you will. When you have it on, you know that you have it on. It feels very safe and secure. The noise level from this helmet is pretty much what you would expect from any helmet that ventilates as aggressively as this one does. So if noise is a big concern for you, you want to go to a helmet that has less ventilation, but what you sacrifice there is cooling, obviously. With this helmet, we get a couple of accessories. I'll show you those here real quick. One, it includes a winter mask. This part here that goes over the bridge of the nose is metal and it's formable. It helps you seal that area off so your exhaust, when you exhale, it goes out of the helmet. That's nice. This installs kind of in the EPS here, if you will, up in the chin bar. This is cool. Definitely adds value, and if you're a rider that rides in cold weather, if you're a racer that races in inclement conditions, this mixed with that fog-free visor is going to offer you a real benefit. The bottom line is you're going to be able to see, and that's a beautiful thing. Helmet bag. Comes with a good quality helmet bag. I found that pretty much any of the upper end offerings today do come with a great bag. This is no different. The RSR2 also has tear-off posts on the visor as stock, and they're nice enough to include a free pack of tear-offs for you too, so that definitely doesn't hurt. Now, the chin curtain in the helmet is removable. Some folks ride with them, some folks choose not to. It's pretty easy to take out, not a big deal. What I do want to show you, we're going to show you how to get the liner out here. The EPS on this helmet is very, very unique. The whole premise behind the whole shark thing, you can see here with the cheek pad, just 4 snaps, looks to be of great quality, super comfortable when you've got it on. The EPS is very unique on this helmet, and you know what they've kind of done here is they're marketing as they're basically crumple zones to protect you. You know, kind of like with the new cars out there, how you know you have what seems to be a minor accident, and it looks like the whole front end of the vehicle has just been destroyed. Once again, cheek pad comes right out. Now for the top pad, what we have is up at the front in the brow area. What you need to do is you need to grab a hold of the top pad, give it a little tug. It just slides into a channel there. There's actually a little arrow here the camera probably won't pick up to show you how to slide that in, tip it in there. Not a big deal. Now in the back, to pull the top pad out, essentially what we've got back here is there is a kind of a plastic piece sewn onto the top pad that tucks in between the EPS and the shell of the helmet. It fits in there very positively. Reassembling this helmet is a little more tricky than most. Tucking this back down in there does require a little bit of effort, a little bit of patience. It's not a big deal. This isn't something you're going to take apart every time you use it. You can see here what the top pad looks like. A lot of detail, fantastic quality. This is really one of the better ones out there. Now, for what may very well be the most unique part of this helmet, and Nick, make sure I've got this at a good angle here so you can get in there.
Tilt it up a little.
Can you see the channels? Those channels in this EPS, as you can see, there's many, and they run very deep. Does a few different things. That's where they get the crumple zone from. You know, you fall down, the shell contacts the ground, your head pushes against the EPS. What they want to happen here is they want the EPS to deform. Okay, the EPS absorbs the energy so it doesn't transfer it back to your head. As you can see with those big grooves cut in there, it's definitely going to move without any issue. Also, there are huge holes cut in here for the ventilation. The channels are in place to allow the air to flow very freely through those channels, and believe me when I tell you, it flows very freely through those channels. And there you have it. From the inside out, we have the high-end offering from Sharp. There's many different graphics available. This is a helmet that I really believe should sell a lot better than it does. It doesn't sell because it's not good. It doesn't sell because everybody's looking to the Arai, to the Shoei, to those products that have been around in the U.S. for a lot longer. No one we've sold this to has been disappointed in its performance, its fit, its feel. It doesn't have an odd shape like perhaps some of the Swamis did, back a few years ago. This is, if you have like an RX-7 Corsair, if you have a Shoei, order the same size. You may even like the fit and feel of this helmet a little bit better. The 3.1 pounds on the shipping scale in size medium is definitely not going to hurt your feelings.